Welcome to the show. Now, the new college football playoff rankings are out. Now, how far did LSU drop? We'll have that later on in the show.
Also, a former Tiger making record-breaking catches will catch you up.
All that and much more. The Wednesday Sports Report starts right now.
Welcome back to the Wednesday Sports Report. I'm Max Hawkins.
And I'm Derek Cobb. Happy Veterans Day. First lead off the show. But Max, how was your week?
Well, it's been better since the tough loss Saturday.
You know what? Yeah, let's just move on from that. All right? Let's just move on. Well, Max, the College Football Playoff Committee released their second top 25 rankings of the season last night. So let's take a look at where LSU ended up after its loss to Alabama. Now, LSU at number 9. Alabama moves up to number 2. So right now the Tigers are out of the College Football Playoff, and their chance of getting back in the picture is only there if they win the SEC championship. Now, of course, that would require Alabama to lose one of their 3 remaining games. As we take a look at their schedule, it doesn't really look that tough, Max. I mean, the biggest thing is Mississippi State this weekend. I think Dax, that's the game that everybody should be looking for.
That's to watch out.
I mean, I don't have faith in Auburn, but, we'll have to see what happens.
We will see. Now, there are some scenarios where LSU could make the college football 14 playoff without winning the SEC. One of those being if Florida State beats Florida, giving the Gators a second loss, and then Florida goes on to beat Alabama in the SEC championship game. There's a number of things that could happen, but the main thing for LSU is they have to win out. It's a must.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Max. And that starts on Saturday with the Arkansas Razorbacks. Now, the Tigers are trying to avoid a similar situation to last season when they lost to Alabama and Arkansas back-to-back. LSU remembers that well and are focused on not repeating the same mistake twice.
Different team. I think we got a lot more leadership, and I don't think that's going to happen. I think last year, we kind of came out flat against Arkansas, and like I was telling them, don't get beat by the same team twice. What that means is don't let last week affect this week.
Now, unfortunately, news broke this afternoon that Aloe Black will not be performing at halftime of the Arkansas game. This is the second time this season an artist scheduled to perform in Tiger Stadium has been canceled. Of course, remember, One Republic was scheduled to perform at halftime of the Florida game on October 17th.
Bummer, man. After a lackluster performance from LSU and running back Leonard Fournette, the Tigers' championship goals and Fournette's Heisman hopes took a hard hit Saturday night. But reporter Taylor Corrett explains how Fournette and the Tigers aren't finished just yet.
For the first time this season, Leonard Fournette proved that he is human, as did the Tigers, losing their first game of 2015 and their 5th straight against Alabama.
Congratulate Alabama. Certainly they were ready to play. I don't know that we were.
It's depressing.
Possessing the ball just 20 minutes and amassing only 182 total yards, LSU tried all they could to get the offense going against Alabama, even getting tackle Gerald Hawkins involved, unintentionally. But the major question, why couldn't LSU run the ball? Even the Tigers aren't exactly sure.
I'm really not 100% sure. I can't answer specifically. A lot of times blocking, it felt good. It felt like the right call.
The defense, it was Coach Wells stopped the run, and they did a great job.
I'd like to tell you that there was some well-blocked holes. I'd like to tell you that we gave Leonard an opportunity to run. I don't know that we did.
The player who has carried LSU most of this season couldn't carry the ball much past the line of scrimmage, rushing for a season-low 31 yards. But head coach Les Miles reminded us that the team that lost on this field tonight is LSU, not LF7.
There's a lot of football left to play, and it's a team, and it's not Leonard's fault. It's all of us.
We're a team, so we're not going to sit here and blame the offense. We're going to learn from it, and just don't count us out.
Offensive tackle Vidal Alexander says not to count out number 7 either, as LSU welcomes Arkansas to Tiger Stadium on Saturday.
A really big performance. It's not just him, but if I don't know the guys on this offense, this week coming up is going to be one of our best weeks.
Everybody acts like it's the end of the world, pretty much. And we have 3 more games to play. And the Tigers are going to give it all for these last 3 games.
Reporting from Tuscaloosa, Taylor Curette, Tiger TV Sports.
Now, Now, despite Leonard Fournette's 31-yard performance against Alabama, the sophomore still leads the nation in rushing with 1,383 yards. And remember, that's having played one less game than most Heisman candidates due to the cancellation of September 5th's McNeese State contest.
McNeese State returns to Baton Rouge this weekend, but this time to take on the LSU basketball team. Hopefully they'll fare a little bit better. Now, the Tigers tip off their season against the Cowboys Friday at 8 in the PMAC. Now, fresh off being named the preseason AP All-American team on Monday, freshman Ben Simmons will make his official debut in a Tiger uniform. Now, Simmons finished with 10 points and 7 rebounds in LSU's exhibition game versus Southwest Baptist last Friday. But this Friday is the start of what many Tiger fans are hoping is a new era for LSU hoops.
They've done from last year's team reaching the NCAA tournament, then top recruiting class, the excitement that's been around the program.
First game of the season on our home court. A lot of fans should be in the building, so just very exciting moment.
It's official, but last game I felt like that was official, so now I'm kind of ready to just jump into it and start playing.
LSU will start the season ranked number 21 in the AP preseason poll, and it's the first time the Tigers have been ranked in the top 25 since the end of the 2009 season when they came in at number 19. Now, coming up after the break, our producer, Reggie Chapman, gets some airtime he's long been waiting for. So Reggie stops in to tell us which former Tiger made NFL history this Sunday. Stick around.
Welcome back. I'm Reggie Chapman, and I'm here to get you caught up on former Tigers in the NFL. There are currently 40 former LSU Tigers on active NFL rosters. Most recently, former quarterback Matt Flynn signed with the New Orleans Saints on November 9th to back up Drew Brees. But there's plenty of LSU cats out there starting on and playing pivotal roles on NFL squads. Let's take a look at some of the highlights of former Tigers from Week 9 in the NFL. So, of course, we got to start here with Mr. Jarvis Landry. Gets the ball here, throws it back with the left hand up like, ooh, over to Ryan Tannehill, who gets close to the first down. If you really look at it, it wasn't a great throw, but, it was a good effort. And I'd like to say you tried. And, of course, we can't talk about Tigers in the NFL without talking about Odell Beckham, who decided to get 9 catches and have 105 yards on the day and also had a tackle, as you can see here, just John Cena-esque. Really, he just body slams the defender or the offense. It's unbelievable. Punches a cooler, and he just doesn't look happy and decides to take his anger out, of course, make a couple more great catches right here, just defining. Just gravity just doesn't exist to this man. I don't know. He put the gloves back on as well, so it just made him unstoppable. And with those 9 receptions and 105 yards on Sunday, Odell Beckham made NFL history books. He now holds the record for fewest games needed to reach 150 catches. It took Odell just 21 games. Beckham also has 2,064 receiving yards, tying Bill Grossman, former Houston Oiler, for the NFL record for fewest games to 2,000. Anyway, after the break, today is a very special day at LSU for one person. Find out who and why when we come back.
Welcome back. Before the Tigers take on the Hogs in Tiger Stadium Saturday, LSU volleyball has its own battle for the boot. The Tigers travel to Fayetteville looking to serve up the Arkansas Razorbacks tonight at 7. With just 6 matches left, the Tigers try to finish the year strong and snap a 3-match losing streak after falling to Missouri on Sunday night. LSU currently sits at 9-14 and is 2-6 on the road this season. Well, Derek, it's Veterans Day, and it's certainly important to recognize and honor military veterans, yes, those who have served for the country.
Absolutely, Max. But today is also a very special day for Coach Les Miles. The coach turned 62 yesterday, and he'll be celebrating his birthday later tonight. But another Baton Rouge legend has his birthday tomorrow.
How about them onions?
That was Ted Castillo, former Advocate sports writer, joking with Coach. He turns 91 tomorrow. Shout out to him. Anyway, Les will be celebrating his birthday tonight at TJ Ribs on Acadian Thruway during the Les Miles radio show. It's open to the public and the media, so Tiger TV will be there to see Coach blow out the candles. Poof, there you go. Big shout out to Les Miles.
The Mad Hatter.
I love the hat. I mean, exactly. The Mad Hatter, it worked out perfectly.
It's great, man.
I might join him. I might join him and get some ribs.
So you were telling me it's Veterans Day. Now, your dad was in the military.
Yes, I'll give the shout out. Reg also said his grandpa was in Korea. Dad was in Vietnam. And, got to thank him for all that.
My grandpa was in Vietnam. My cousin actually just got back from a tour in Afghanistan. So shout out to him.
Love our veterans.
Well, that's all the time we have for the show tonight. From wherever you may be, we thank you so much for tuning in. We encourage everyone to go to tigertv.tv to check out more coverage on LSU and Alabama leading to Saturday's.
And also, thank you for covering, guys. But for now, I'm Derek Kopp. He's Max Hawkins. Join us next week, Tigers.